like it took a lot of mind power and brain power and a lot of time, bro. Like it was a really, really difficult job, bro. I had to do a lot of shit. And streaming is still harder, bro.
Take 2 puffs, then it's hocus pocus. Now back on the beat and I'm ultra focused. Gotta dive deep, better hold your dose. I'm big boy roof with a bunch of doors. They can't take no proof, just a bunch of most. They can't take no truth, just a bunch of quotes from the Bible verses that I ain't really had time to read back then when I was hurting. There was trees back then, now the mountains hurting. All this pill is killing, but I forgot my worth and all this benefiting. Y'all forgot your purpose and they looking at me like I joined the circus. Then dropped the bill just to pop the turkey. Baby, cut the meat, you a jive turkey. I'm looking at the...
Y'all, let's just end this here. Even though I shouldn't even be making a video about this. I should not even be making a video about this, bro. Because it's just dumb at this point. This is the second time we started talking about this. And this time I'm going to be in on this conversation. Because I've done both, man. I've done both. And as you can see, I've done more than just streaming. I do all of my own shit, bro. I do my graphics, the shit you see right here now. I've done all of this. Sorry. Holy shit. Sorry. Damn, this shit is pissing me off. What is good, y'all? What is good? I hope y'all been well. I hope y'all been taking care of yourself, health, and wealth, and staying sharp out here, man. Because it's gonna be needed in this world, y'all. You got to do that. Now that we stated that, much abundance to y'all, man. Much abundance to y'all. Let's watch this clip, y'all. Let's watch this clip real quick.
You can't have an opinion on that unless you actually worked a real job and you actually stream. If you didn't do both, you can't have an opinion, bro. That's just the truth. When I worked, dude, chat, I used to work one of the hardest jobs on planet Earth, bro.
Hey, Yusuf, what was your job, Yusuf? Let me know that.
Working hard, bro. Like it took a lot of mind power and brain power and a lot of time, bro. Like it was a really, really difficult job, bro. I had to do a lot of shit. And streaming is still harder, bro. If you
streaming is not harder. Streaming is not harder.
Work once 5 p.m. hits, you don't have to think about that shit at all. You could go home, off for 20 hours before you clock back in.
Why would you want to do that?
And you're good, bro. People confuse hating your job with it being hard, bro. Just because you hate your job doesn't mean your job is hard. You get what I'm saying? Having to constantly see a million times a day people talking about you, people saying shit, people doing this, people doing that. You don't have to deal with that with a normal fucking job. You don't. On God, you don't. Like if fucking Kevin Hart said making movies is harder than a 9 to 5, nobody would give a fuck.
Because Kevin Hart is making buku. Kevin Hart is making buku money. So it shouldn't really even. Really, nobody should give a fuck because he's making millions. Y'all streamers not even making millions like that. Y'all got to sell y'all soul to make millions. So that's what Kevin Hart is doing too. So that's why nobody really gives a fuck. Like, just to be for real, I don't want to sugarcoat things because that's what y'all niggas have to do. Because that's what a lot of y'all niggas have to do. Now, as a welder of 14 years, I can pretty sure damn well tell you that having an actual job is harder than being a streamer. Having an actual job is harder than being a fucking streamer, man. I'm pretty sick of this debate. This is the second time we've talked about this. And I don't know why we even talking about this, because this is more nonsense. Like, bro, with a job, I had to wake up like clockwork every day to make sure I was there. Got 2 days off to heal your body so you can do it for another 5. And now we're talking about any job, no matter what it be. I just happen to be a welder. After doing that for 14 years, bro, I can tell you, bro, like I do my own graphics. What you see here, all this video, I do my own designs. I do my own graphic designs. I rap, I stream. And I'll tell you what, I'm having the time of my life doing all of this. And welding, bro, welding, that's my first love. It is my first love. And I can tell you welding is harder than a fucking streaming job. Now I'm gonna break down a full day of welding real quick just to paint a picture. I had to wake up 6 a.m. crust eyes, go to the job, get the orders, get the what I'm going to do today. Go to the welding store, get the grinders, get the PPE, the eyeglasses, the welding gloves, welding in cold temperatures, hot temperatures, getting burned by metal, getting burned by the weld sparks. I don't know if you know what this is, but getting boot burns. The motherfuckers burn. Actually hurting myself. If you know how easy these grinding pads break, bro, I'm so grateful, and I'm so lucky that a grinding pad has never broke off and went into my eye, my arm, my leg, none of that. I've seen it happen at least 3 times in 14 years. I've seen it happen to other people. These people have lost limbs. I've seen it happen. The actual labor of lifting up these heavy metal 12 gauges, 16 gauges, 14 gauges, 8 gauges. The people who I worked with, that it didn't even come into play yet. I had to deal with attitudes. I had to deal with people being overly happy, overly fucking sensitive. I had to deal with customers. I had to deal with people who felt that the job we were doing wasn't done correctly. I had to deal with people who thought the job we were doing, you did a good job. And even after the job, you still get calls like, hey, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So customers, and let's not talk about the gunk, the weld smoke you intake, how dirty you are. You'd have to stay later than some days because things didn't go as well. And if it's not going as smooth, you'd have to catch up. You only got 1 break, 2 breaks at the most. It's a lot with jobs. So yeah, that's harder. When you got to be an alchemist and take the things that come to you day to day, different things day to day, not knowing if you chop your hand off today, not knowing if you lose your eye today, it's a big difference when you're able to just sit here, eat snacks all day, get sponsored by a chip bag or 2, get sponsored by a soda can or 2. Nigga, you are delusional. Yell at chat, hey chat, hey, do it, hey, roo, hey, I do it, hey, hit that spade, chat, hey, hit that thing, chat, hey. I've done both. Here, you get to sit down, you get to talk to people, good or bad. You can block the people that you don't want to talk to. You can't do that shit in real life. You can't block the people that you don't want to talk to. You can't be like, hey, block this nigga, ban this nigga. You can't imagine doing that shit in real life. Imagine if I'm at a job site and I'm like, man, you getting on my nerves, block. Niggas will think I'm a weirdo. But as a streamer, you can do that. So 9 to 5 is not easier. You can get up and go to the fridge and grab a snack anytime you want to. You can even sleep on this motherfucker. So no. Streaming is nowhere near harder than the actual 9 to 5. You can make 3, 4, 5, 6 times the money I make being a welder. You can do it on stream. Going to sleep, brother. Going to sleep. Look. As a streamer and as a guy who's been watching streamers, all streamers do, eat junk food, drink junk food, go to sleep, yell at chat, play games. Granted, y'all come up with new ideas every now and then. Y'all just argue, push gay shit, push homosexuality, push agendas, all this shit. No, it is not harder. Y'all think just because setting up Twitch, just because Twitch takes a long time to set up, Streamlabs takes a long time to set up, y'all niggas think it's harder? It's not. If y'all streamers think streaming is so much harder, quit streaming and go back to the job life for a year, just 1 year. And if not, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, because y'all just saying stuff. Y'all losing touch with reality. Y'all don't be outside nearly as much. Y'all just sit in front of this computer. Y'all get depressed because y'all have no sunlight access. Y'all barely go outside. Y'all barely read books. Y'all barely take care of yourself, health, and wealth. So no, it's not. It's just the lack of sunlight that makes y'all feel like, this is exhausting. No, y'all just putting junk food in front of y'all and not reading or doing anything to better yourselves, to better your mentals. That's why y'all think it's harder. It is not harder. You can't lose your eye streaming. You can't lose a limb streaming. The most you'll do here is sweat. The most you'll do here is sweat. So no, let's dead this and let's stop talking about this. Cause y'all know this is it. Y'all know. That's all I got to say about this, man. I hope y'all taking care of yourself, health, and wealth, and staying sharp out here because y'all gonna need it. Because people doing shit like this, they try to put stuff in your head. They probably work 4 years of a job maximum. They probably only have 4 years of experience maximum. I can literally go outside and build a house from scratch, no matter what it be. If it's metal, if it's wood, if it's dirt, I can supply for whoever the lucky lady may be in my life, whoever the child might be in my life. I can supply for them and be a real man for them. If any of this was to shut off, because once this shuts off, you streamers, you're cooked. You're cooked because you know nothing about real life. You know nothing about blood, sweat, and tears, baby boy. You just know streaming and have little work ethic. But that's all. That's all. That's all. But yeah, man. Again, I hope y'all taking care of yourself, health, and wealth. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, hold it. Damn.
Take 2 puffs, then it's hocus pocus. Now back on the beat and I'm ultra focused. Gotta dive deep, better hold your dose. I'm big boy roof with a bunch of dough. They can't take no proof, just a bunch of most. They can't take no truth, just a bunch of quotes from the Bible verses that I ain't really had time to read back then when I was hurting. They was trees back then, now they mountains hurting. All this pill is killing, but I forgot my worth and all this benefiting. Y'all forgot your purpose and they looking at me like I joined the circus. Damn, drop the mill just to pop the turkey. Baby, cut the meat, you a jive turkey. I'm looking at the